Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So ADA is recovering as well a little bit together with Bitcoin, Ethereum. However, we haven't made a new high and we're sort of still within the range here. So there are three scenarios I have to show you now, unfortunately, because the situation now with this move to the upside makes it a bit unclear. It basically has a rally where it shouldn't have one. Okay, so why do I say that? Well, first of all, I did define for you here this support area, this support level at 31 cents. I said to you that as long as we're holding 31 cents, it could be that we have here the situation that this was just a 1, 2, 3, this here the wave 4, and with one more leg up in a wave 5 coming. Possible as long as we're holding the support area. The flaw we have in this here is that we twice broke below the support area. Only briefly, you know, sometimes you get this, but it obviously makes things a little bit less clear. If we now break above the X wave high, it would support the idea, that would be the move above 32.5 cents. It would support the idea that the correction is already over and we're gonna get higher. If this is then a fifth wave or already the third wave, yeah, because the other count is that we've made here 5 waves up and this is already the wave 2 already in, that we're now moving up in the third wave. That's what we have to see. That's a bit unclear to me. But either way, if the correction is over, we should get a higher high above 34.6, which is already quite a bit of distance. Yeah, ideally, I would have liked to see here a break lower, but we never broke below the W low here at around 30.6 cents, which would have been the last confirmation that this pattern is being followed. So yeah, this makes things a bit unclear, and I mean, it could still be that this unfolds also as a triangle, or that we've had a larger wave W in here. This is now an X wave and we will come down then. So this is for me a rather unclear setup, so I'd rather wait here, sit on the sidelines, unless you want to, for example, trade a breakout above the X wave high. But again, that could just mean that we are going to see a higher X wave. So things are getting rather unclear. I'd like to get a bit more clarity here. But these are the three scenarios. Either a wave 4 is over and we're moving up in a wave 5 to complete this wave 1 and will then come down. Or this here is already the completion of the wave 2, which isn't great because the wave Y was actually a bit short. You can get these truncated waves, but they are rare. Or we're getting a larger correction here. So yeah, I mean, this is now getting a bit messy, and at the moment, without getting the breakouts, it's basically impossible to say in which scenario we are. I want to show you the dilemma here, because this could be an A, B, C, D, E triangle, which would eventually push higher, for example. Yeah, that's one possibility. Or we could get a larger WXY. Or WXY is already finished, but it's a truncated wave, so it was basically too short and would move up then. They are all valid counts at the moment, which means sometimes in these situations it is a signal, and that's what the benefit of Elliott wave. If you have too many counts, too many possibilities, allows you to understand we don't really have a clear setup. Might be worth either only trading with a small position, or at least no leverage, or set a tight stop loss, or maybe look at another chart which has a clearer setup, right? So we want to wait for clarity here. Clarity is good. This move up came earlier than anticipated, so yeah, it leaves a little bit of uncertainty here on the chart now, which maybe we have an answer for tomorrow. But that's where we are at the moment, and but however, we have no sign that the higher level move to the upside, yeah, the uptrend that has started here, is over. So that this is still ongoing. This remains in place as long as we're holding 26.2 cents, because that's the 78.6% retrace. Only below that we can be quite certain that we're going to put another low in. Yeah, sorry that I can't provide more clarity here at the moment. I mean, we can also take a look at the indicators, for example. For example, if we take a look at the daily, we can see we're pretty much overbought. So that was another reason why the idea of a wave 2 to the downside was supported, because it's pretty overheated now. Now that doesn't mean we have to come down straight away, but it's always a signal that if the pattern is full already, that we could come down. It's basically supporting the view. Also the 4 hour was overbought, but here we've already recovered a little bit. On the 1 hour we're nearly overbought again. So I guess the next retracement will give us a few answers about where we are in the higher level wave count. So I'm gonna obviously update that for you, but at the moment, unfortunately, I need to see a little bit more, need to get a bit more clarity. As you can see here now, we are moving above the X wave. Now that at least, now it doesn't rule out a triangle either, because for that we need to break above 34.6 cents now. But it at least would add more weight to the idea that possibly a correction is already over and we're pushing higher. But again, not very clear, so we need to see and probably get a bit of an update tomorrow. Okay, and that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.